I would like to start off tonight by saying happy birthday to my girlfriend Kayla. Happy birthday. We have been together almost 3 years now, and we're still pretty young though, so it gets a little agitating when people are always asking us, when are you guys getting married? Why haven't you guys got married yet? And I always say, well, she's not pregnant and I'm not Mormon. Grandma loves it. My ex-girlfriend, I broke up with her because we were just like polar opposites, you know? Like, she was always really neat and tidy, and I was always fucking her sister. It's not true at all, I just wanted to see the reaction. I was hoping there'd be like one douchebag in the back like, fuck yeah! I never got that with guys, where they always seem to want to, you know, like get a three-way or something with a pair of sisters, you know? Like, I have one friend who always brags about his fantasy to be with every Kardashian at once, you know? I said I would never do it, and he called me a pussy, but the joke's on him, because anytime a girl comes up and says, oh, your friend's really cute, do you know what kind of girls he's into? I always say, all I know is he loves big butts and incest. I would just never risk it having sex with, you know, more than one sister at a time, because you know that one of them's going to be crazy. Because everybody in this room knows that in every family there is one batshit crazy sister. And ladies, if you don't think so, that means you're it. And you can be pissed off at me, I don't even care. Go tell your cats about it tonight. The worst part, though, would be the guys that always want to have the fantasy, the male fantasy of doing it with twins. Like, that's just even weird. If you're gonna have sex with two people, why would you make it the same fucking person? And you're like, if you and your spouse are buying cars, right? And you're like, oh, I'm gonna get a white, brand new Ferrari, and dealer goes, okay, well, how about, like a Escalade, something good for snow, maybe? And you say, nope, I want the same damn white Ferrari. And he goes, are you sure? You don't want something, like, maybe in black at least? And you're like, no, fuck it, same damn car. All right. It's okay to laugh at that. So, weed is legal now in Washington State. All right. I'm personally for it because, you know, Bellingham's town motto has always been you know, like, I personally don't smoke, but I think everybody should be allowed to do whatever the hell they want as long as it doesn't affect other people, you know? But the one thing I want written down in the law books is that if you smoke weed in public and I have to smell it, it should be legal for me to fart in your face. Like, if some candidate runs for president in 2016 and that's like on his banner, then he's got a sign going in my front yard. Hey man, is it okay if I like light up really quick? I don't know, dude. I had Mexican last night. It's up to you. So I had to go to the doctor the other day, and I hate the doctor. I know everybody hates the doctor, but I really hate the doctor because I happen to know that they have magical powers. Stay with me. Because doctor is the only profession where you can meet a person and 5 minutes later they have you taking your pants off. Right? Like, you can't go into McDonald's and they're like, okay, here's your number 4 with Diet Coke. Oh, do you want fries with that? Okay, cool, take your pants off. No. I know you like to see me smile, but damn. You know, doctors, to give you some kind of like reference, if my best friend was dying and he said, Jack, the only way to save me is if you let me put my finger up your ass, I would kill him myself. I would point a gun at my best friend's face, look him in the eyes as I end his life before I would let that happen. But if a doctor says I need to give you a prostate exam, it says, oh, go for it. Don't even lube up, just dig right in. I know that's like why I should never be a doctor, because I'd always be tempted to see how much I could get away with. Like, I would start out and be like, okay, turn your head and cough, good, good. But by the end, I'd be like, okay, now start whistling and try to make your dick do a windmill. stage. I don't understand why anybody would want to be a doctor personally. Like, I'm way too squeamish for that. I know people like to consider it helping others. You know, that's why you'd want to be a doctor, because I help others. But there's other ways to help people without sticking them with needles. Like, if I'm walking down Railroad, I see a bum, I'll give him $5. I helped him, I didn't have to stick a needle in him. Give him $5, he'll stick himself with a needle. One last joke, I got a request to do this really quick. I was watching the Discovery Channel the other day, special about great white sharks. Turns out it's very interesting. I guess they used to have great black sharks too, but they all died out when they couldn't swim.